US chides Nigeria over religious intolerance and insecurity. The United States has chided Nigeria over the level of religious intolerance and insecurity in the country. The United States Department of State, in its 2020 International Religious Freedom Report on Nigeria, noted that the Constitution barred the federal and state governments from adopting a state religion, prohibits religious discrimination, and provides for individuals' freedom to choose, practice, propagate, or change their religion. The United States, in its executive summary of the report, also noted that the Nigerian Constitution provided for states to establish courts based on Sharia or customary law, in addition to common law civil courts, although civil courts have preeminence over all other courts. The United States further said sentences may be appealed from Sharia and customary courts to civil courts, while also saying that in addition to civil courts, Sharia courts function in 12 northern states and the Federal Capital Territory. According to the United States, customary courts function in most of the 36 states. General insecurity throughout the country's region increased during the year. A terrorist insurgency in the northeast, brazen kidnapping, and armed robbery rings in the northwest and south regions. All right, so again, honestly, fine, they can give their reports whatever they want, but when it comes to religious intolerance and insecurity, okay, fine, when it comes to being developed, of course, America is ahead. However, it's like, what gives them the right or the moral standpoint to sort of chide? Let me even look at the meaning of chide, because I think that we need to be specific here, because there's literally no no justification, honestly. Basically, chide means to scold or rebuke. Excuse me, like, fine, we get it, they are a world power, obviously. However, they're not perfect as well. So it's like, when we're just not as packaged with the way we do things that are wrong. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, please. Someone says, chiding them is not enough. You people need to come and help Christians, especially those living in the northern part of the country. Buhari and his brothers are killing people of other faith in the country. It's not even that. I think, okay, fine, we get it. We need support in some way or the other. But really and truly, we are the ones that will fix each other. That is it. And that is point blank period. Like, we are the only people. We are the solution to our problem. We can't do it. And I think that this dependence on international powers and bodies to do certain things for us, we need to understand there's no free lunch. As much as, okay, fine, it's a charitable thing, and obviously, it's of good. Yes, we understand, but there is no free lunch, and if no, it's too risky. So in reply to that comment, somebody says, "You mean Christians are not killing Muslims, or is it that because you believe in the nonsense, all non-Christians are dead bodies? How does this make sense?" Okay, that's just a bit off topic, off points, doesn't make sense. Someone says, the United States of America and his ambassador should understand, under this present regime, their program is Islamization. A Muslim cleric, Gumi, said they have invited Fulanis worldwide in Nigeria for a jihad and ethnic cleansing each day from different locations from northern Middle Belt to southern Nigeria. They killed people not less than 2,000 a day, while you complain to security agents but not arrest them. Fulani herdsmen each is going about with AK-47, but if an ordinary machete for farm purpose, you'll be arrested. Okay, fine. I guess this person is basically making a point that, you know what, it's a huge, as much as you say religious intolerance, I don't think, it's encapsulates the severity of what this person is trying to say, which I believe in a way. Because again, religious intolerance just makes it seem like as if, oh, there are a few clashes here and there, I don't really think we need a report from the US. I mean, what reports, like, are they our teacher? I don't understand. Someone says, this report is rather academic and diplomatic. It makes no reference to efforts by some group to cause civil war through forceful acquisition of ancestral homelands of others. It made no reference to corruption and nepotism in governance. This report can be likened to drawing out fingerlings from the ocean, whereas sharks and other big fishes are avoided advertently or inadvertently. I score the report 60%. All right. Okay, this person came to give an academic thing. To be honest, the whole report it's basically saying what we already know in terms of the imbalance of what we actually apply with Sharia law, traditional law. It's like, what are we actually doing? It's just too much. Exactly. It says the report is yet incomplete because it does not include the issue of marginalized region and the agitation for separation. Again, we are all scoring the report, but the fact is, no one cares. It's a report. It's a report. We need to have our own report. I don't think we can score America's report and hold it to a standard where we verify, we reference, infer, and do the most. Absolutely not. We can make our own report and make our own decision. It's a bit like we're not depending on America to come and save us. Yes, they are a world power and they can be influential in that way. But what is the cost of that? Someone says, Grandma, what are you going to do to help? That is it. We are trying to find solutions, not tell us what we already know or give an academic standpoint. At the end of the day, if you understand it in layman terms, that is all that is needed. Effective communication. It is not by saying all these big words. Someone says, no need of running around the table without conclusion. What we need now is action. Again, that is true. So again, we can't just say, okay, the report is incomplete. The report does not do this, that, because they're not obliged to make a report that will, be effective and will actually fix our problems. No one cares. Like, they are not obliged to. Someone says the US should do more than chiding Nigeria. Everybody is tired of belonging to this country. But they have to, even though, yes, in a way, they're making money off Nigeria in certain ways of foreign investment and all that, even though I don't even think it's high. However, it's like, they themselves, it's like, well, depending on the administration, they're trying to keep their people there. You know what I mean? They're not trying to have more immigrants because it's gonna be a lot. It will be a lot. So again, in a way, it's like the sort of bid or the sort of general not agitation, but like general view of trying to run to America for greener pastures. Even though yes, they did push that narrative, they might suffer from it because if anything should happen, then you don't want a thing of, okay, you being the world power and then we are all depending on you. Absolutely not. Again, there's no free lunch. We have to fix it by ourselves. Of course, world powers do play a role in some way. But then again, when it comes to international relations, it can be very nasty and dirty, and yeah. But what I think about it, like my section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.